Hey guys, and welcome back to the Aether Hub, now with more lore than ever without all the pesky reading. For this video, we again turn our attention to the world of Amonkhet, not the story of the actual set per se, but the Vorthos of the plane itself. The instant the elf Nizzahon touched her tinsy toes to the sands of Amonkhet, she could feel that the world was heavily skewed towards death rather than life, with ley lines pulsing like that of a dying animal. How Amonkhet could be more leaning towards death than Innistrad is, well, literally unbelievable to me, but that's apparently the case. In fact, this death magic is so strong that it even piqued the interest of Nicol Bolas, being but just one aspect of Amonkhet that tickled the dragon's fancy. The natural-unnatural phenomenon which seems to bring everything back from the dead is known as the Curse of Wandering, and it's the topic of today's lore lesson. Little is actually known about the Curse of Wandering. Even the mana leylines of Amonkhet care to share very little in regards to this event. Nizzahon reached out to the spirit of the world, as she tends to do with every world she travels to, and what she finds is actually pretty vague and slightly disturbing. Some mysterious voice calls to her in a nightmare, maybe one of the lost gods Nicol Bolas corrupted, but more likely the spirit of Amonkhet, saying, quote, "I lived, once. He could never truly kill me. I abhor death. Those that die will always return. That is the Curse of Wandering, my gift. Their dead were sent here for me to keep them safe from rot. This, once, was my most treasured place. I protected the vessels to keep their souls alive, and he took them. Please, he took them all, corrupted them all. And my guilt. I could not protect them." So, yeah, clearly some mystery going on here, but the plane is actually talking about a specific place, the Necropolis, which Bolas turns into his own eternal army factory. Before that, however, it was obviously a sanctuary of great importance, a place where the dead didn't rot and their souls could live forever. This was the ideal scenario, of course, for the Curse of Wandering, but then again, we all know Amonkhet ain't no perfect world. So, for a spirit world thingy that abhors death, the Curse of Wandering is a really funny way of showing it. Sure, it makes undeath, but the undead just cause more death. So, I don't really see where Amonkhet was going with it. Like zombies on any other plane across the multiverse, those brought back through the necromantic energy of this curse are nothing more than shambling husks with no memories or thoughts, the only thing fueling them forward being their ceaseless hunger for flesh. And this happens to literally everything that dies on Amonkhet, very Walking Deadish in its design. So go on please, tell us more about how you abhor death. Like I said, little is actually known about this natural phenomenon outside of Liliana stating that it's a type of powerful necromancy that occurs passively, without the spells of an actual necromancer being needed. It's this secret curse that actually drew Nicol Bolas to Amonkhet. Of course, the dragon seeking a way to generate a powerful, loyal army was very interested in a world where all the dead came back as zombies. That plan was simple and sadly predictable. Train some of the best soldiers on the plane, kill them, store them in the Necropolis to become his willing slaves. All you had to do then is just sit back and let the Curse of Wandering do its thing. Of course, these zombies underwent a process slightly different to that of the Curse of Wandering, but hey, semantics. In fact, Nicol Bolas used the Curse of Wandering, which is a pretty disturbing fate all things considered, in his master plan for Amonkhet. One of the main reasons the citizens of Amonkhet work every day to be deemed worthy of the afterlife is in direct fear of returning as a shambling corpse out of the Forgotten Wastes. When Nicol Bolas purged the world and founded a new history, he knew this unstoppable fate would drive people to achieve greatness. For his benefit, of course. It serves as both a threat and a reward to the worthy. Those who follow along avoid this undeath and live forever in paradise, while those who dissent get thrown out into the desert to become lifeless husks. Of course, on a world where the dead, everything dead, comes back to make you dead, the people and gods here had to think of a way to kind of push back against that threat. The first line of defense being the protective Hakma of Kefnet that acts as a barrier between the living and the countless dead of the Wastes. Yet, that still does nothing to stop the dead from within the city, cause, you know, people die sometimes. This is where the embalming process comes in, the creation of the anointed. The The anointed are raised from the same magic of the Curse of Wandering, but before they can get all cannibalistic, viziers place cartouches on their chests and cover them with delicate white cloth, both serving as instruments of control, but that's a topic more geared towards another video. There's still one enduring question every playing with zombies needs to be asked. What exactly is the quote-unquote killing point of the undead on Amonkhet? By that I mean, how long will the undead stay undead? Some planes have literal skeletons walking about, and they pretty much just go on forever. So where does Amonkhet stand on this crucial issue? Well, apparently the Curse of Wandering will keep a corpse going so long as the bones have some bit of flesh on them. That means you won't see full skeletons walking about, and there is an end to this restless curse. It just takes a while. And there you guys go, the mystery of the Curse of Wandering on Amonkhet revealed. Kinda. But as always, MTG isn't as transparent as I'd like it to be when it comes to the lore. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video and don't want to get exiled to the waste for all eternity, why don't you go ahead and give this video a like and share it with your friends. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the Aether Hub.